Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art, back for another video. Now I'm going to tell you something. After you watch this video today, you're going to die. Seriously, you're going to die of boredom. So let me get on with this. Okay, so what happened was this past weekend, trying to relax, super ultra chill. Friday, had some bad feelings. Most likely it was probably because of the freak the weather's changing. I'm either getting sick or not getting sick, whatever. Standard normal allergy, sinus, flu, cold slash thing. Other than that, everything's good. Second week of May, try to be very, very chill. Have a chill moment, so that way everything is kind of cool. Tomorrow I start work. I'll go back to work again, and deal with that mess. Working, yeah. So here's the thing. So what happened was, I'm going to give you my idea of a review of 3 Blu Ray discs. Three Blu Ray discs that I bought. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts about it. Now, my thoughts are not your thoughts, and your thoughts are not my thoughts. Unless you're not an Instagram thought. But anyway, first thing I want to talk about. I was going to do a very serious video, and I decided not to do it. Why? Because why so serious? Why be serious? It's too much serious shit going on. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about this video right here. Watched this yesterday. Superman Red Sun. The premise of this stems from elsewhere in DC Comics. They have an alternate line called Elsewheres. Different viewpoints of your heroes. And this, what happened is, according to the Superman story, he landed in Kansas. Now, what happens if he landed in Russia instead? Well, obviously, you can see right here, he becomes a Russian tool. This movie was pretty interesting. Very, very interesting. The usual characters show up. There's a Batman, there's Wonder Woman. Even Green Lantern made an appearance, all three of them. 3 of the Green Lanterns, she makes an appearance. Basically, the base of the story is, what if Superman was born and raised in Russia? It also makes a good turn where, now I never read the book, and I heard the book is awesome. One day I will get it and read it. But according to this video, which they take some bits and pieces of it and did some other things. See that cover? See, that's a sweet ass cover. Now you think about this. When you see this cover, you kind of know what's going to happen. You kind of know it. And here's the back. See the little Batman right there and stuff like that? You know what's going to happen. Even Batman's Russian. Wonder Woman is still from Themyscira, but that's fine. I really enjoyed this. It was kind of dry in some spots because they had to do it to compel the story a little bit, and it just that at the end, he's turns. Not to spoil the movie, it's a good character U-turn from what you think of the good guy kind of thing. And there we go. I liked that. I liked it. Would I watch it again? Most likely I will, but probably be like months later. Most stuff, take you, most DVDs I buy or Blu-rays I buy, I watch it once, and maybe I won't watch it again for like 2 or 3 months. And I'm saying, oh, let me watch this again, and boom. Then let me watch this again later. Boom. Okay, fine. This one right here, Mortal Kombat, Legacy Scorpion's Revenge. Now, if you was like me grew up in the 90s. After you played Street Fighter and then Mortal Kombat came out, you knew it was on. This video game took the world by storm, but because you killed people, fatalities. Then they started getting out all crazy with friendship. animalities, where you turn people into animals, and friendship, where you do acts of friendship. And guess what? I spent a lot of money on my quarters and those arcades, trying to do the same thing. Like, oh, come on. Oh! Oh! Funny thing, all the while, 10-year-old kids beating my ass. But anyway, and his dad's like, go get him. Fuck his ass up, son. Parenting, good for you. Now, here's the thing. This movie, it took the tale of Mortal Kombat, spun it around. It stayed faithful to Mortal Kombat, but basically it tells it from Scorpion's viewpoint, which Scorpion's my favorite Mortal Kombat character. He is. So I was definitely geeking out. Believe me, and it takes a whole... Basically, what happens, imagine you put a spin on it, put Scorpion's backstory in it, throw the first Mortal Kombat movie, spin it around a little bit, and then you got this. Gore. Violence. It's awesome. It's super high-tech, not high-tech, super high martial arts action. This thing is badass. Man, this thing was so badass. I was like, that's how it was. No, most likely I'll probably like, it's pretty good. But inside, that's how it was. Inside, I was like, oh my god, that fell on the floor. I bet you. Yep. Now this one, I have mixed feelings about. Imagine years ago, I saw the first Star Wars movie when I was 6 years old, and that was in 1977 in the theaters with my mother. She was pregnant with my brother, and ever since then, my childhood was Star Wars. Star Wars number one, G.I. Joe was second, He-Man was third, kind of thing. Transformers was somewhere in the middle of all that mess. Then all of a sudden, trilogy was over. Everything's cool. I was like, Then all of a sudden, I'm in my mid-20s. He comes out with the prequels. I'm almost done with school, and the prequels come out. By the time the prequels was finished, I was working a full-time job. And I was like, I liked it. And a lot of people didn't like the prequels because they said George Lucas destroyed the franchise. So what happened was Disney bought Star Wars. And I'm going to tell you something. I probably said this before many times in different videos, that Disney fucks shit up. So what happened is the person who runs Lucasfilms, her name is Kathleen Kennedy. She says, we're going to do new Star Wars movies. But everything George Lucas did, the guy who created it, the guy who crafted what we know of Star Wars, we're not going to do anything what he wants. We're going to do our version of it. Yeah, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, we're going to do it our way. Disney was like, okay. Kind of like what you're talking about. Because guess what? The fans said George Lucas, the creator, destroyed the franchise, so we're going to resurrect it. And we're going to use you to do it. So then they came up with 3 new movies. They sold like hotcakes, which made Disney money. Problem, Disney and Lucasfilm made money off those movies, but what happened? The fans hated it. They hated the movie so much. The movie Solo is actually a very good movie. No one watched it because of this shit, because of these 3 new movies. Rogue One was the best one out of all the new Star Wars movies that came out. Rogue One was the best one, and that was just like hellacious, funny. But everything is kind of, weird. So obviously The Rise of Skywalker. I bought this so I could finish off the new trilogy set. I have the prequels on DVD. I gotta get the originals on DVD / Blu Ray pretty soon, and I finally got these sequels on Blu Ray. Did I enjoy this movie? The answer is yeah, I kind of did enjoy the movie because I'm a Star Wars fan. And I like the idea of Star Wars. How they came about this, when I saw it in the movie theaters, me and my friends were sitting there like, okay, are we seeing the same Star Wars movie here? Does this feel like Star Wars to you? And the funny thing, my friends, his family's on this side, other people's on this side, and everybody in the dark theater was looking at each other like, everybody's like, what? I'm like, everyone's like, what the hell? But you know the thing is, we paid our $15 to see this movie. Thing is that I'll pay $15 for the DVD, which I did. Well, but maybe 16, 18, maybe like 20. And I could watch this piece of movie anytime I want, but you had a perfectly good character and you ruined all of them. Just because you're trying to do things the opposite of George Lucas' way, and guess what? The fans knew it. The fans like, this is bullshit. It ain't Star Wars. Hell, even the porn version of Star Wars is much more better than this shit. I'm serious. There is a porn version of Star Wars. A porn version of Star Wars. And that is more faithful to the damn movie than this shit. No, I don't have it. I want to buy it. But I want to buy it because I want to see what it looks like. I bought the Avengers porn. And I thought that was funny. I saw the non-sex version. They have a sex version and a non-sex version. So I saw the non-sex version, and that non-sex version was more like a comedy to me. But oh well. One day I might have the guts to watch the porn version of the Avengers, and maybe one day I'll have the guts to buy the porn version of Star Wars, which probably is a much better film than this shit. But you know, here's the thing. But alright, why would you buy this shit? Well, because I want to complete the set. You got Disney Plus, right? Yeah. Is it on Disney Plus? Yes, it's on Disney Plus. So I really didn't have to buy this, but guess what? I wanted to do it because to complete the fucking set. Who knows? I might not want to have Disney Plus in the next couple of years. At least I got it. It landed on the bed, so that's fine. But anyway. That movie, I would not suggest anybody. Here's the question: if you like Star Wars like I do, and even though the idea is like I'd rather have crappy Star Wars than no Star Wars at all, then that's a goodbye. Goodbye. Instead of hello, goodbye. Get it? Maybe not. My jokes are dry as my jokes are as dry as my throat right now. That's how bad it is. Flavor. But anyway, those are the 3 movies I bought. Now the problem is that in the state of Michigan, you can't go to Best Buy and buy those. So I got an account online. I buy my movies online. I don't have to go into a Best Buy store anymore. I've never really had to. I just go there just to see if I can buy $5 movies. And sometimes they have $5 movies and $10 DVD Blu Rays. That's one reason why I go. Like, oh, they sent off their stock of this, okay. And I picked up a whole bunch of good movies. But anyway. So I just, on this laptop, and then within 2 weeks I got it. So, but anyway, Best Buy these days, it's not like Best Buy 10 years ago where they actually sold music, they actually sold media stuff. Now they're trying to be all inclusive, where where you can buy appliances and all this other shit. But that's okay. Yogurt and hot dog. Yogurt and potato chips do not mix. I've been munching all day. But anyway, that's my review of these 3 movies. If you like these 3 movies, let me know. If you did not like these 3 movies, let me know. If you want me to talk more deep about this, which I won't do it because some people don't like spoilers, and you know who I'm talking about. You know they probably will never watch it, but that's okay. And plus, doing an in-depth, deep, I don't really want to do it. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's probably silly, but that's okay. If you like this, like it, comment, subscribe if you want this channel. If you like to hear this kind of shit on my channel, if you want to share this, go ahead and share it. I accept death threats too. That's fine. If you want to give me death threats, that's fine too. That's cool. That's cool. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is this is like almost 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the WWE pay-per-view Money in the Bank, which I actually promised myself I'm gonna watch it this time. WrestleMania took me 2 weeks to watch WrestleMania. Don't ask me. It did. Heard the UFC last night was a good UFC match without a crowd, and some people say it's a lot different without the crowd because they actually hear people talking. They can actually hear the action, which is fine. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to somehow grab dinner. Well, actually, we ordered pizza tonight, so because it's Mother's Day. And did I give my mother anything? No, I didn't. I got her this house. I paid for the house. So every day is Mother's Day around here, in my opinion. But anyway, hope you take care of your mothers if you got them. At least say hello to them. And hopefully I'll talk to you later. Now if I get bored watching Money in the Bank, I'll probably be sleeping, but that's okay. So here we go. Talk to you later. Goodbye.